Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today is Budget Day in Alberta, and we'll get some insight into what the government's priorities are. There's a lot of pomp and circumstance around Budget Day. There are traditions like the finance minister's new shoes. There are endless scrums and interviews about what the budget means or who got left out or what the big numbers are. But eventually, the cameras leave, ministers and MLAs go home, and tomorrow will just be the day after Budget Day. What we need to remember is that for Albertans, every day is Budget Day. One way or another, the financial plan that the government puts out will affect every one of us every day of the year. A line in the budget for carbon tax revenue and what it means for Alberta families, funding for age and income supports, and how much money someone has to house and feed themselves for the month. Borrowing money might mean the government can deliver much-needed services today, but also means that the next generation will be responsible for the services we use. All of this is to say that a budget is a collection of choices, and those choices impact the lives and livelihoods of everyone in Alberta. In the coming weeks, we'll be sitting down to go over estimates. We'll be asking specific questions about what the government is funding and what it means for Albertans. For many, this will be the only time that they'll have to put a voice to the questions directly to the government. We need to treat that process with the appropriate respect. If we go into committees with the intent of scoring political points or the intent to obscure answers to legitimate questions behind layers of bureaucracy, we're doing a disservice to Albertans. This is an opportunity to represent to our constituents to find out what this budget means for them and beyond the talking points. Our caucus didn't release a shadow budget because we thought we could solve all of Alberta's problems. We did it because we wanted to engage Albertans in a conversation about choices that mattered the most. We won't stop talking to Albertans because we just put out that document, just like I hope the government will listen to opposition's concerns out of respect of those that we represent. Because today is for speeches and interviews and traditions, but for Albertans, every day is Budget Day. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.